So today we will be studying about kings and kingdoms of the early medieval period. See, the history of the medieval period is centered on the power struggles of regional kingdoms of both north and south, prominently the Rajputs and the Chola kingdom. The history of the early medieval period. So, we are studying about the early medieval period, and that is why this led to the rise and fall of the dynasties. Now, we will be studying about the dynasties of the North India. Rajput dynasties were prominent in North. The tripartite struggle from 9th to 13th century. There were three powers, that Palas of Bengal, the Rashtrakuts of that northwestern India, Rajputs of the northwestern Deccan, and the Gujara Pratiharas of western India. So they wanted to establish control over Kannauj. Now, why they wanted to establish control over Kannauj? Because that was the cultivated land that was situated in the heart of Ganga, and the plain could be best controlled from there. So, Rajput kingdoms after the decline of Harshvardhan dynasty, the Gujara Pratiharas rose to prominence in north. A Pratihara king conquered Kannauj. They declined after they were defeated by the Mahmuds of Ghazni of 17 times. Four important Rajput kingdoms that rose on the ruins of Pratiharas were Chandelas of we are having Buldenkhand, the Paramaras of Malwa, the Solankis of Gujarat, and the Chauhans or the Chahamanas of Delhi and Ajmer. So, peninsular India. Chola kingdom was most prominent in the peninsular in the south. Rajput dynasty rose to prominence under Danti Durg in 8th century by overthrowing the Chalukyas of Vatapi. Other kingdoms were Pallavas of the Kanchipuram Chola, as discussed earlier, were of Tanjavur, the Pandyas of Madurai, Cheras of Kingdom of Kerala. Now, a king's position in the medieval period. The king's prestige depended on his success in wars and his territory. What is the extent of his kingdom? They took lofty titles like Maharaja Dhiraj and Tribhuvan Chakravartin. Usually, a king was of the Kshatriya Varna, but there were some exceptions, like Danti Durg wasn't a Kshatriya. He performed Hiranya Mahadan, Hiranya Garbha Mahadan. Hiranya Garbha means golden womb, and Mahadan means donation, a very big donation, to proclaim himself as a Kshatriya ruler. Land grants and feudatory. If I am giving you some land to hold,